What's up YouTube, it's Elijah Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K23 New Gen Center build video. And today we have a 7'2" stretch anchor Catfish Dikembe Mutombo build. Now this build gets 99 interior defense, 99 block, 99 offensive rebound, and 99 defensive rebound. So 99 in all of the main categories of defense that a center needs. I really wanted to try out an all 99 defensive build with, like I just said, interior defense, block, rebounding, all the works. I wanted to give it a go to kind of test the game out, see what it was like compared to maybe having like a 74 interior defense, which I'm used to on the slashing takeover builds. And honestly, this build was a little bit underwhelming. I wasn't as impressed with it as I thought. I thought I should have got a lot more rebounds than what I thought, and the 99 interior defense, it wasn't blocking or deflecting or making people miss as much as I thought it would, even with the 99 block rating attached to it as well. So that's why in the last few videos you've heard me say I think 88 interior defense is the sweet spot. I've also used an 88 interior defense build, and I find it pretty much identical with the amount of stops that you can get. The 7'0" Diamond Paint Beast, it had 88 interior defense with slashing takeover. I could get plenty of stops with that. I felt that it was just as good with the 7'2" 99 interior defense and 99 block. But I still wanted to put this build out there for those that might be interested in it. Some people might want to try this build as well, but I think the problem that I had with this build is the lower vertical. I did double up the glass cleaning takeover on it, so I would get plus 21 to my vertical and strength, but I just don't think the 65 vertical was enough even with that takeover. Other people were still rebounding over me on the offensive glass, and I have a 99 defensive rebound. I felt like I should have been grabbing those, and then some of the offensive rebounds that they were getting, I felt like I wasn't able to get those, so I think they had a higher vertical than me. I think that's what the main problem was, but still, this build absolutely can hold its own. I've had some really great games with it as well, but I just wasn't as impressed with it as I thought I was going to be. But anyways, let's get right into it for you guys. So of course, center position, absolutely. Handedness, you can pick whatever you want. Jersey number, you can pick whatever you want as well. So like I said, you're going to be 7'2", and you're going to drop the weight to 250 pounds, and of course you want to max out the wingspan at 8'0". And for your body shape, you can pick whatever you want as well too. You could be a big boy and built, but I did go with the compact because I made him look like Dikembe Mutombo. Bit of a Catfish Dikembe Mutombo build, but of course, as you guys know, Mutombo, he was an excellent shot blocker and interior defense. He could rebound the ball as well, but of course he couldn't shoot. He was not a shooter or an offensive player, so I wanted to put a three-pointer on this to have great interior defense. It's a great 5-out build if you play that and you play a 2-3 zone or something like that. Maybe you'll like this build still because it will still absolutely get stops for you. I just thought I would have got more with a 99 interior defense than what I did. Go ahead, click continue. So for our close shot, you're gonna go up to an 85. So you can get gold fast twitch on this build. The only thing is that with your shooting badges, you only get 11 of them and you only get 10 finishing badges. So you have to choose. You either have to pick silver catch and shoot, or you have to pick gold fast twitch. Now with the offensive rebound, you can still crash in. This will allow you to still put it back up and get a nice easy offensive rebound and bucket. But it might be a little bit tougher without the fast twitch. Now you can still definitely shoot threes without silver catch and shoot, but it might be really nice to have instead of fast twitch. It's totally up to you what you want to use. You'll probably be more on the perimeter with this build because as you'll see, it's not great finishing on it, but it's really just more of a defensive stretch build, like a stretch anchor is what I like to call this. So driving layup, you're only going to get a 30, so it is a little bit sketchy there. So if you do some pick and rolls, just make sure that you are wide open when you are taking it to the rack. And our driving dunk is only going to go up to 850 as well, but I wanted to put on that close shot so when we do get an offensive rebound, we can still go back up with it and put it in. But even then, I did have a couple nice dunking highlights where I just dunked over the people. They weren't contact dunks or anything, so you for sure can still dunk the ball. In the standing dunk, you want to actually go up to a 59. Just the way the badge points worked out, I believe this might even give you an extra badge point. In the post control, go up to a 58 so we can get that 10th finishing badge right there. So as you can see, you only have 10 finishing badges, and if you want to get gold fast twitch, you have to add an extra 7. Now there's only 9 available. The next season coming out this Friday, I believe there probably should be another shooting badge, or not a shooting badge, just a badge in general at level 39 once again. So then you'd have 10 extra badges. So it's up to you. If you want to go gold fast twitch and then not have silver catch and shoot, that's totally up to you. But put your extra badge points either +7 on your post control, or you'll have to go +5 to your shooting. Mid range, you're going to go up to a 62. That'll get us another badge point. And the 3-pointer, I only went up to a 77. So I have a few 7'3" builds that have 77 3-pointer, and I can shoot absolutely fine with it. So I wanted to put this down so I can get some attributes elsewhere. So I went with a 77 3-ball. And the free throw, you're going to go up to a 61. Again, just the way the attributes and points worked out. So this is what I mean. You have to go +5 of your extra badges to here if you want to get silver catch and shoot. Probably would be more worth it in my mind. You still be able to finish around the rim off an offensive rebound, but you'll have to hit a pump fake and go back up with it, and it is kind of slow without fast twitch. So again, just have to be wary of it, be mindful of it, and you should be absolutely fine. But then you can go +5 to here, and you can go +5 or +4, sorry, to here, and you have 14. And then the extra badge point that you get next season, you could at least get bronze fast twitch. So that's probably the way to go with it. And once again, on this build, we have 0 playmaking, not even ball handle, speed with ball, or pass accuracy. So good. It's just a good defensive stretch build that will help you space out the floor and play excellent defense in the paint. But later on in the gameplay that I am going to show you guys, I do get 11 assists. So you still can absolutely pass the ball. You just have to have some IQ, pass to people that are wide open, and you can throw some R1 L1s down the court. They are a little bit errant, so they'll get some bad catch animations, but you can absolutely make it work. The build that I'm going to drop after this, I haven't made it yet, but I'm waiting until Friday to make it for the next season. It's going to be a 2-way break starter, and we will have some pass accuracy once again. I do love passing the ball, but for what I wanted to do with these last few builds, I had to drop the pass accuracy. And as you can see, you can still make it work. It's not ideal. It can be frustrating at times, but you can definitely make it work. So like I said, the interior defense, you're going to max this out all the way up to 99. So again, I wasn't really impressed with the 99 interior defense, and go with the Hall of Fame anchor and the 99 block rating, 7'2", 8-foot wingspan. I don't know. It did not impress me. It did not feel like I was getting as much deterred or blocked shots as I should have, and it felt like I didn't get as many rebounds as I should have. But I think partially because of that, this is like a perimeter build, a stretch build, so I am out on the 3-point line and not battling as much for offensive rebounds. But once a shot goes up, you can crash and you can get rebounds, but I don't know. It did not feel like I got enough rebounds as I should have. Perimeter defense gonna go up to a 59, so you can still play some decent perimeter defense on this build as well if you do get switched out onto a guard. Use the juice perk, you can get +7 to this. You can still get a 66 perimeter defense at 7'2", which really isn't too bad. Steal, we have to leave that at a 51, but 8-foot wingspan, you can still pick off some nice passing lane steals and deter some passes, deflect passes, all that kind of stuff. And the 99 block, like I said, so we can get that Hall of Fame anchor and our offensive and defensive rebound. We are going to max both of these out to 99 as well. So we get 33 defensive badges, which is absolutely crazy. And you get Hall of Fame anchor, brick wall, rebound chaser, pogo stick, Hall of Fame post lockdown, chase down artist, box out beast, workhorse as well. So you get all of the best Hall of Fame defensive badges. Now you might even have to double up the defensive core badge badge pattern, then be absolutely OP. Because these Hall of Fame badges are going to cost quite a bit. So that way, if you core Hall of Fame Rebound Chaser, you can get Hall of Fame Brick Wall for free. And if you core Hall of Fame Anchor, then you can get Hall of Fame Pogo Stick for free. And then you still have some extra badge points left over, so you can go Hall of Fame Post Lockdown if you want. You can get Chase On Artist. Would definitely recommend that Hall of Fame Workhorse as well too. And for our speed, you're going to go up to a 55, and the acceleration actually will go to a 40, so you can drop that down one. And the strength, I went up to an 80, so it's not the strongest build, but once again, doubled up glass cleaning takeover with the juice perk plus 21 to your strength and vertical. And like I said, I only have a 65 vertical on this build. I wish I would have increased that, so my next build that I'm going to make, I'm going to max out the vertical. It really does help. So still, you can get plus 21 to this, which would be 86 vertical with your workout boost on top. You're looking at roughly a 90 vertical at 7'2", and I still felt like I wasn't getting enough rebounds, which is kind of crazy. So we'll see how this next build goes. It will have a 73 vertical, I believe I have it all set. I just have to make it still, but you guys will see in a few weeks what that is. I'm going to use it all the way from level 1 to level 40 and see how it goes. And of course, the stamina, you can put the rest of the points on that all the way up to an 89. I just needed to drop that from my usual 90 by 1 so I could get some other points elsewhere and get a little bit of a free throw, so if I do get hacked underneath the rack, and still knock them down at the line. So go ahead and click continue. So like I said, I went with glass cleaning takeover. It's up to you. Maybe you want to go with rim protector and go with paint intimidation. That might help you deter more shots, but I wanted the strength and vertical attributes increased even more, so I thought glass cleaning was better. That way I'd be able to get more rebounds and all that kind of stuff. But so the takeover that I went with was see the future. Of course, you have to double that up in order to get that plus 21 with the juice perk, or get plus 15 if you don't have the juice perk with it. So you can still get plus 15 to your strength and vertical, or with the juice perk you can get plus 21 to those. So you can go ahead, click continue. So we get shades of Zadrunas, Ilgauskas, Walker Kessler, and Brook Lopez. Some pretty interesting comparisons. I definitely did not expect a big Z comparison. You can get a Dikembe comparison. I can't remember what you have to lower in order to get it, but I did get a few Dikembe comparisons. But the way I rounded out the build, it ended up switching over to Big Z. Now Big Z was a passer too, and this build only has 25 pass accuracy, so maybe not the greatest comparison, but could be like a Walker Kessler. I wouldn't give him 99 ratings quite yet, but he is a great shot blocker already in the league in his first season. And it does come out as a defensive anchor. That's why I like to call this a stretch anchor, and it is like the Dikembe Mutombo with the defensive ratings that you get. Next up, we're going to take a look at the first attributes to upgrade and the badge setup for this build. So the way that I increased this build first, I went with an 85 close shot to go with that 90 offensive rebound off rip. So if we do crash the boards, get an offensive rebound, we can pump fake, go back up with it, and still be able to make it underneath the rack. Of course, I went with that 77 three-pointer. I want to be able to stretch the floor off rip, and I increased my free throw to a 61 as well, just in case we grab that offensive rebound, go pump fake, go up into somebody, get hacked, we can still make our free throws no problem. And I went up to an 88 interior defense off rip, so we can get some great interior defense and a few gold badges here and there. Went with the 99 blocks, we can get Hall of Fame anchor right off rip, and I maxed out my defensive rebound as well at a 99 and a 90 offensive rebound as well. So on the defensive end, bringing this thing as an 89 overall into the rec, you're going to be pissing some people off pretty early. They're not going to be expecting you to play this great of defense already, and you can already stretch the floor and finish inside. Plus, we have our speed maxed out at 55, our strength is at an 80 already with a 65 vertical and an 89 stamina. So all this will cost you 234k VC, but this will allow you to bring this build straight into the rec center raw and fresh and go crazy. So for the badge setup, now as you can see, I got 10, 11, 0, and 33, but I do have actually 9 extra badge points that I could use. So what I would do, I would probably go plus 5 to my shooting and then plus 40 here. So you can even throw on like your back down punisher a little bit, but once you're able to get fast twitch, or if you want to go with your extra plus 7 to your badge points and finishing to get gold fast twitch, absolutely do that, and then you can core that fast twitch badge. But the badges that I'd run, you could do aerial wizard, that 99 offensive rebound, you might be able to do some cool stuff with it still. Slithery finisher, absolutely. Gold fearless finisher, that is a must, absolutely. Limitless takeoff, you don't have very high of a driving dunk, but it still might help you out here and there. Dream shake, it helps with those pump fakes and finishing after pump fake. And of course acrobat, just in case you do some hop steps, euros, spins, anything like that, it'll help you out a little bit. So like I said, if you want to get silver catch and shoot, you'll have to go plus 5 to your shooting, which I would likely do as well, so we can get our silver catch and shoot. Absolutely run Claymore when you're spotting up, especially on this build. That'll help you green up. And once you get those greens, you can lock them in with Green Machine. Absolutely love this badge. I like slippery off ball actually. It does help you get open, and even on pick and rolls it helps you to the rack, or it just helps you get open on the 3-point line as well. And Agent 3s, just in case you want to get a little bit saucy with it or do like a step back or something like that. You do have a 77 3 ball, and in Takeover with the juice perk you would get an 84 3, so you can still hit some pretty crazy 3-pointers. So if you want to get a little bit saucy with it, you can throw this on. So like I was saying, if you have the double defensive core badge pattern, you might want to throw this on, so then you can core your brick wall or Hall of Fame pogo stick. Now, like I was saying, if you have the double defensive core badge pattern, you might want to throw this on, so then you can also core anchor, get another 8 badge points back. You can put on your Hall of Fame brick wall, so you can get all your Hall of Fame tier 3 badges, and then you can put on your chase down artist, elite on bronze. You can put on your post lockdown as well, but for sure rock that Hall of Fame box out beast, Hall of Fame workhorse, and then if you have the extra badge points as well, you can throw on interceptor or challenger. Pretty easy badge spread right there, but it'll be an absolute monster on the defensive end. Don't get me wrong, it still plays great defense. I just thought it would have been a little bit better than what it was. And I will give you guys the jump shot that I've been rocking, but if you're a returner to the channel, you're an old subscriber, you've been around all year, you already know what this jump shot is going to be. It's going to be Mo Wagner base on page 11. Upper release 1, you're going to go to Marquise Chris on page 3. Upper release 2 on page 2, Marvin Bagley the third, and then you want to make it max speed, and you want to put the blending all the way over as far as you can to Marquise Chris, which is 64% Marquise Chris and 36% Marvin Bagley. This is the jump shot that I've been using for a 77 3-pointer. If I have a 78 3-pointer, then I still slide it over as much as far as I can to Marquise Chris. But it's a nice easy jumper to time in my mind. Some people it doesn't work for, but it's natural to my timing, so that's what I like to use, and I like to find jump shots and stick to them all year so I can really master them. But there we have it, the badges, the attributes, and the jump shot for this build. Next up, we're going to get into a triple-double rec-centered gameplay with 11 assists on the 25 pass accuracy. So let's get right into it. So here we've got the 22.19 rebound, 11 assist, 1 steal, and 1 block gameplay on 6 of 8 shooting and 5 of 6 from 3-point land. And we are up against a 7'3", 254-pound glass cleaning finisher, and he averages a double-double. So a pretty solid test for the 7'2" Catfish Dikembe stretch anchor build. The 99 defense, 99 block, 99 offensive and defensive rebound. And we're starting it off with the green light from the top of the 3. And the thing about this gameplay as well, 11 assists with 1 turnover with the 25 pass accuracy. So it is usable. Again, I have said this many times throughout the other videos. You just have to be extremely mindful of it. Use your IQ. Wait for your takeover meter to go up, and then you can start throwing your full court outlet passes, get some assists that way. Now, randomly, you will throw some errant passes that'll go out of bounds or terrible catch animations, which are very common with the 25 pass accuracy. But still, if you have a wide open cutter, you can still pass it to them. As long as somebody's not around to jump that passing lane, you can still make the good reads, everything like that. But this is a nice little stretch build, especially if you're going to run in a squad with a 2-3 zone and you run 5 out. It's really a perfect build. But I would increase the vertical a little bit more. I was a little disappointed with how many rebounds I get, but I also think part of that is because I am on the perimeter so much. Right there, getting some nice offensive rebounds right here against the 7'3" glass cleaner as well. So we're getting some really nice offensive rebounds right here, but it didn't happen all the time, and here I am kind of staying down in the paint, where normally I would like to be out on the perimeter, and our teammate makes a pretty crazy layup right there. I'm surprised that actually went in, but regardless. So pretty efficient gameplay, and 5 of 6 from 3-point land, and with that defensive anchor name, it does look like a Catfish, glass cleaning takeover, and you see Dikembe Mutombo. They're going to leave you open a little bit, and then you can make them pay, spark those green beans from out in the 3-point line, and I did show you guys my jump shot as well. So that's what I mean. If you're wide open cutter, cutting just like that, hit them, it'll be absolutely money. And we are player of the half, 8 points, 8 rebounds and 3 assists on 2 of 4 shooting and 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. So not too crazy of a gameplay really in this one, but still a near 20 and 20 triple-double, just showing off what this build can do. Not necessarily the great defense of the build, but you guys could see that in the earlier mixtape. Right there, I got bailed out right there. I can't even lie. That was definitely a bailout foul right there. I should not have shot that. 2 people closing out on me. Somebody must have been wide open if I have 2 people closing out on me. Should have passed it out, but regardless, we knocked down all of our free throws. Of course, free throw 33. And if you guys want to see all my scoring animations, go to the 7'5" Victor Wembanyama build that I just dropped. I got my dunk packages, my animations, everything that's in there, everything that you guys would need. So I maybe should have put like an animation video. I still might do an animation video, but like I've been talking about before, I still have one more build that I want to drop. Actually, maybe two more builds. I ended up making the Steve Nash Hair Canada replica build. So that's why earlier in the builder, that's why he looked like Steve Nash. I've been playing on that a little bit here and there. It's actually a pretty fun build. So your boy's finally running PG a little bit, but what I want to do is make this two-way break starter build, get to level 40, and then I'll probably switch over to the Steve Nash build. And then of course I will drop that build as well too. I know my channel is really based around center builds, but still it's fun to mix it up, play point guard every once in a while. And I actually started out as a guard with 2K. I used to be a guard as well. I had in 2K18, I think I had a 6'4" playmaking slasher. It was like a Russell Westbrook type of build. It was extremely fun, man. And he could shoot a little bit of threes. He didn't have a high three-pointer, but it was greenable. And of course the dunking was insane. The dribbling was fun as well. I mean, you can't leave the 7'2" Catfish defensive anchor open. And I do have another 7'2" defensive anchor. I honestly like that one a little bit better than this, just because you do get elite contact dunks and the finishing is a little bit better. It's just a better overall build, and you do get pass accuracy, I believe a 76 or a 75. But still, look at the chase down block right there. That badge coming in handy. If you guys don't know what Chase on Artist does, it does increase your speed and vertical. If you look at the description of the full badge, so it does give you that little extra physical boost so you can catch up, recover, and block somebody that has blown by you. But again, R1L1's full court down the pass, and I am looking forward to using this two-way break starter build. It's not going to be a scoring build. It's kind of like the Diamond Paint Beast in a way, but honestly it's a little bit more defensive, I would say. And of course the playmaking is unbelievable, and we will actually get playmaking takeover on it. I was going to go with the glass cleaning, but then I was like, I wonder if I can get playmaking takeover on this build. So I had to switch some things up, and I was able to get playmaking takeover on a 7'2" two-way break starter. So I'm looking forward to trying that build out next season. Going to be rocking it from level 1 to level 40. It'll be interesting to see what kind of averages we get with it as well. And then, like I said, going to switch over to the Steve Nash build, and I will be dropping both builds for you guys. Just might take some time. I just want to grind it out, get some clips, increase the build, of course. You guys know I like to drop gameplay with my builds to show you that they do work, and you can absolutely make really any build work. You just have to use IQ, play to your strengths, and once again, we get our 11th assist right there. 10 seconds left, a nice little gameplay. 22 points, 19 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. I wish I could have shown off more of the defense of this build, but you guys seen the offensive rebounding a little bit, and of course with a 99 interior defense, 99 block, you will get some pretty nasty blocks, and you guys did see some in the earlier mixtape. But there we have it, a near 20 and 20 triple-double with a 25 pass accuracy and only 1 turnover, so absolutely getting the job done once again. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you hit that like if you like this video, hit that sub if you're new, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.